This young priest sneezes loudly. At the sound of his sneeze, the corpse of a dead young woman suddenly stands up. The corpse slowly starts moving toward him. The priest looks around in fear and begins to scream. Suddenly, he remembers the words of his spiritual master. The master had said that if one draws a circular boundary in front of an evil force, it will not be able to cross it or cause harm. So he quickly draws a circular boundary. The dead girl tries to approach him, but an invisible barrier prevents her from getting any closer. The priest notices that due to this invisible obstruction, the girl cannot reach him. Seeing this, his fear lessens a bit and his confidence grows. The girl, enraged, starts circling around the priest, trying to find a way to reach him. The priest watches her carefully and also moves in circles, never taking his eyes off her. As the night ends and the rooster crows, the dead girl starts trembling and begins floating back toward her coffin. However, before leaving, she raises a finger and points toward the priest. It is clear that she is trying to say, "I will come back." The priest spends the night in great fear, but he must continue reading the sacred scriptures for 2 more nights to bring peace to the girl's spirit. In return, he will receive 1,000 gold coins. On the second night, to build up his courage, he drinks some alcohol. Entering the room of the dead, the first thing he does is draw a circular boundary. In his drunken state, he feels bold and heroic, and even starts talking to the corpse. At one point, he gets angry and begins cursing the corpse. Just then, the coffin starts floating in the air and moves toward the priest. Seeing the coffin levitate, his drunkenness vanishes instantly. Terrified, he stares at the coffin and starts chanting the sacred text loudly. The coffin slams forcefully against the invisible barrier several times. When it fails to break through, the coffin's lid suddenly opens, and the dead girl sits up. She desperately looks for a way to enter the circle. It seems that if she manages to get inside, the priest's fate will be sealed. The priest, in a fit of rage, takes off his shoe and throws it at the coffin, but it has no effect on the girl. Just then, he hears the rooster crow again. The coffin floats back to its place, and everything returns to silence. The priest rushes out, deciding that he will not stay here for even one more night. He tries to escape in secret, but those who hired him for this task catch him. They bring him back and insist that he must complete the final night of scripture reading. With no other option, he drinks even more alcohol this time. As soon as he enters the room, he draws a circular boundary and starts chanting the scriptures while looking up. He prays, "Oh God, take this witch to hell and protect me from her." Immediately, the dead girl sits up. But this time, instead of trying to reach the priest, she begins summoning demonic spirits. One by one, spirits start emerging, and she commands them to attack the priest. Seeing this, the priest is truly horrified and begins crying out to God for help. He chants the scriptures even louder. When nothing seems to work, he collapses to the ground unconscious.